So, hi guys, it's the first day back of college and I've lost my necklace. I found it. Yeah, because I thought, wow, I'm untangling this because it takes forever. Might as well do a chit chat video. Okay, can I just show you how ratchet my life is right now? It's a lamp. I don't have that professional light box. Skipping to the point, I was on the phone to one of my best friends last night, telling her about my resolutions for this year. And you know how people take the mick out of resolutions and people say new year, new me. If you want to do a resolution, you go for it. If you want to be a new person this year, you go for it, because you're allowed to grow and you're allowed to change, and obviously you're not going to change just because the date on the calendar changes. If you do want new year, new me to be true for you, then you have to actually make changes. Not to sound extremely dramatic, I can't remember ever being this unhappy at a New Year's. A new year is a time of reflection at your life. You especially look back to where you was this time last year. I wasn't really happy because I still had my depression struggles, still struggle with depression just as much. I still didn't feel healthy mentally. I was talking to her about the changes that I'm going to make this year. I remember when I was at uni with her last year, because we went to the same uni last year, I was like, yeah, look, I'm going to cut this out of my life. And then I didn't, came back in my life, and then I remember in June speaking to my stepmom, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cut this out of my life. And then it just crept back in my life again. I was just like, look, I know that I said it last year, but this year I actually really mean it, because I can't live this way anymore. Whatever I'm doing, it's not working. In fact, my depression is just getting worse and worse. Like, the episodes are just getting harder and harder to deal with, and they're just controlling my life more and more. She said to me, it's great how no matter how many times you said you want to do it last year and you didn't do it, it's great how you're still doing it now. It doesn't matter how many times you failed, just get up and keep doing it. Set your resolutions. Whatever you want to achieve this year, you can achieve it. You have an entire year to achieve it, meaning you have an entire year to fail and get back up, and fail and get back up, and fail and get back up. Whatever you do, keep getting back up. It doesn't matter how long you can stay on that streak for, or how long you can keep up the resolution for. When you break it, just get back up. If it's something that you want to do, you shouldn't let fear of failure, but also the shame of failure get in the way, because I feel like we put so much shame on ourselves that we don't even need to have. Like, God has taken away all our shame. It even says in Psalm 34, get up my phone. On Saturday night I was feeling so sad, and I literally opened my Bible app and it was on Psalm 34, and I just read it, and it was so relatable. Those who look to him are radiant, their faces are never covered with shame. We look down so much at ourselves, and we're constantly criticising ourselves, we're constantly looking down at all the flaws and all the dirt and all the messes and all the failures and mistakes, and we just have so much shame. And it's like, if you just look up, if you just lift your eyes, there's even another Psalm 121 or something, just lift your eyes up and just look to God, and He's your source of strength. He takes all shame away. You don't have to be ashamed if you fail or if you mess up your resolution. As long as your desire to achieve it is still there, go for it. If you want to go and lose 6 stone, you go lose 6 stone, you go to that gym. And if you miss a Monday, it doesn't matter, don't give up. And you might feel ashamed, and you might feel, oh, I'm such a failure, and you know, a side note, one thing that I notice when I feel depressed is I don't actually want to achieve anything. Like, I will purposely avoid looking after myself, and I will purposely avoid doing things that I know will make me feel better, because I slyly don't think I deserve them. Because that's just another part of shame. Like, shame just makes you feel like you don't deserve the goodness in life, and because you're so caught up in your past mistakes and your past failures, you feel like you actually don't deserve to be happy anymore. And it's just complicated, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But basically, this message is saying, you know what, new year, new you. If you want to be a new person this year, you can be. I'm going to be as well. Because I feel the same. I feel the same as I did in 2015. I still have the same issues I did in 2015. I don't feel like I've grown that much of a person. in the past year, which is crazy because this past year has been the craziest year of my life. Like, left uni, joined church college. Church college is just transforming me here, right there. Like, it's just pulling all these things out of me, and I am changing, but like the core issues I have are still there. Like, no, like I want to see real growth and I want to see real change this year, and I want to be a different person by the end of the year. And there's also another scripture, like how God just renews your mind, and just allow God to renew your mind and allow God to wash away all your thought patterns from last year, and wash away all your regrets, and wash away all your mistakes, and wash away all your failures of thinking, and just get up and do it and move and write down your resolutions, yeah. But don't just write them down, write why you want to achieve it, and write how much you want it. Like, don't just write, I'm going to go to the gym every Monday. Write, I want to improve my fitness. Why would you ever not want to improve your fitness? Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, you might not want to go to the gym every Monday, but you're always going to want to achieve your fitness, so you're just going to have to do the Monday thing. But if you just write the Monday down and you're just so focused on going to the gym on the Monday, all you have to say is, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, and you just don't go. But if written next to it, it says, to improve my fitness, then you're going to have to bargain with yourself. You're going to say, I don't want to go to the gym on Monday, but I want to improve my fitness. And that is what is going to give you the strength and the motivation to do it. That makes sense. Like, write down why you want to achieve it. One of my things is cutting down on social media, which is hard and it's going to be difficult, but then I've written down why I'm going to benefit from it, and why it's going to be healthy for my mind, and why it's going to be good for me to get a break, just to remind me of why I'm doing it. Set reminders. This video is so rambled. I might edit it, I might not, but I don't know how many main points I have. I'm literally still trying to do this. Bullet point number 1, failure is okay. In fact, failure is what's going to make your story even greater. It's not about how long you can stay on the horse for, and it's not also about how many times you fall off the horse. It's about how many times you get back up on. I don't know if I just made that up or I heard it. And then just be your biggest cheerleader. Like, support yourself. Like, imagine how cool it will be at the end of the year to say, you know what, I missed gym, but I went again. And I didn't want to go because I messed up, but I went again. Or, you know, like with my battle with depression, for example, I could say, you know what, I had another depressive episode, but I beat it again, and I kept going, and I didn't give up pursuing that until I have no resolution. You're messing your resolution. Like, no matter how many stop and starts and how many times you missed it and you failed and you got back up, that's gonna be a great message for someone else out there, because you can be like, you know what, yeah, I wanted to achieve this thing last year, and it took me a while to get into the swing of it, and I gave up a lot, but after every time I gave up, I got back on it. So if I can get back on it after giving up, you can get back on it after giving up. Point number 2, talk to somebody about what you want to achieve and why, and it'll just confirm things even more in your heart and in your mind when you speak it out to somebody else. Write it down, write down what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. Oh, I forgot to do the bullet points. Pray to God about it, because you know what, don't just pray to God as well, read the Bible about it. Psalms, oh my god, Psalms, there's so many encouraging things in Psalms. Like, Psalms is written by a guy called David, King David, right? He's a king. People are looking up to him, thinking he's the man. He's got all this, and he sleeps with another woman, and he gets another woman pregnant, and he's like, bro, I'm the king. Like, he messed up, and he messed up bad. And he struggled with depression in the Bible. And then he just started giving it to God and praying to God and calling out to God, and God like restored his joy, and God took away his shame, and God just built him back up. And if he can do that to King David, he can do that to you. I think that's it. Oh, do you know what's sad? I thought at the end of the video my necklace would be ready, but it's not. But it's cool. But yeah, I hope this video wasn't too rambling. I hope it helped a bit. I hope it encouraged you to start thinking of some resolutions and thinking of things and areas of life that you want to change. I hope it encouraged you to not worry about how many times you fail, but just to keep on going. And I just hope it made you feel a bit more positive and give yourself a bit more understanding and love yourself a bit more and just accept yourself a bit more and just tell yourself it's okay and you will get there. You'll get to where you want to be. It's just a process. You just gotta love yourself through the process. That's it! Love yourself through the process. Love your failures, because love how you grow from your failures. So yeah. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a good day. Bye.